We've all felt it, haven't we? That little voice kind of always there saying, you need more, more money, maybe more success, more achievement, or just, feeling more fulfilled.
Right.
It's like we're stuck on this treadmill, always looking at a finish line that keeps moving further away.
Yeah, and in that chase.
We completely miss how far we've actually come.
Exactly. And it's exhausting. Worse than that, it can steal your joy, your pride.
Yeah.
Leaves you feeling stuck.
Or like you've completely wasted years, even when, objectively, you've made huge strides.
Absolutely. Think about someone, let's call him Alex. He's done great things, excelled at school, work, maybe even got into boxing, found a passion.
Okay.
Then something tough happens, a breakup, maybe a job setback, and boom, it's like all those past wins just vanish from his memory. He feels totally unmotivated, convinced he's wasted all this time.
Completely overlooking all the strength and skills he actually built up during those wasted years.
Precisely. So today, we're diving deep into this. Finding joy in your progress. Celebrate how far you've come on your journey.
Our mission, really, is to cut through that feeling, give you some practical ways to see and actually honor your achievement.
Across the board, right? Health, psychology, even those subtle spiritual shifts.
Yeah, and it's not just about feeling good for a second. It's like a shortcut to getting that motivation back, feeling genuinely well, and achieving that deep sense of accomplishment that lasts.
Okay, let's really get into it. Why is it so incredibly difficult? Why can't we just naturally acknowledge our wins, big or small?
It feels like we're doing things all the time, but yeah, there's this universal blind spot when it comes to patting ourselves on the back. What's going on there?
Well, what's fascinating is it's not just you or me. It's a really ingrained human thing, and society kind of ramps it up.
How so?
We tend to fixate on what's next or what's missing, rather than stopping to see what we've actually done. Society constantly feeds us this narrative of lack,
Oh, yeah. You don't have enough money. You're not attractive enough, prestigious enough.
Exactly. Or you haven't found the perfect relationship. So we're told, sometimes subtly, sometimes not, that we need to have more, be more, achieve more before we're allowed to feel good enough.
Which creates this endless chase for more.
Right. It traps you in this loop where you think, I need to do more, become more, before you can finally let yourself feel okay, let alone happy with your progress.
And the sheer speed of life today doesn't help, does it? We're always jumping to the next thing.
No, it really doesn't. New projects, shifting priorities, constant challenges popping up.
It makes it so easy to just, rush past a win, barely notice it before you're on to the next fire you have to put out.
You've hit on something really key there, that feeling of constant forward motion, like you'll fall behind if you pause for even a second.
Yeah.
That directly feeds this blind spot. We're just conditioned to move from goal A to goal B. So finishing something, succeeding, it just becomes another checkbox.
Not a moment to actually savor or learn from.
Exactly. It creates a kind of achievement amnesia. That's why someone like Alex, who was objectively successful, could feel so empty and unmotivated. His brain was wired to look forward, not back.
Even though looking back could give him so much strength, remembering those past successes.
Precisely. There's a whole treasure trove back there.
Okay, so if this is such a deep pattern, what happens if we intentionally break it? What actually happens when we do take the time to celebrate? Is it just feeling good for a minute, or is there more to it?
Oh, there's much more. When you consciously acknowledge a success, you're doing way more than just a quick pat on the back.
Okay.
You're actively building real self-confidence. You're sparking inspiration for what comes next. And you're reinforcing deep down your belief that you can achieve things.
So it's not just fluff. It actually fuels future motivation.
It's fundamental for sustainable motivation. Yes.
There's actual science behind this too, right? Something about our brain's reward system. Dopamine.
Absolutely. Let's dig into dopamine.
Yeah.
People call it the pleasure molecule. And yeah, it's involved in rewards. But its real superpower, especially for motivation, is that it's more of a seeking molecule.
Seeking.
Yes. It's not just about registering pleasure after you get something. It's the chemical that drives the desire, the urge to go after the goal. That feeling of anticipation, that's dopamine working.
Okay.
And this connects to something called reward prediction error, or RPE.
Reward prediction error.
Reward prediction error. Sounds a bit technical, but I bet it's pretty practical. What's that about?
It's basically the difference between what your brain expected to get as a reward and what it actually got.
Okay.
So when the reward is better than you expected, maybe you finished quicker or the result was surprisingly good, that's a positive RPE.
Right, like a pleasant surprise.
Exactly. And when that happens, your brain releases significantly more dopamine. That surge reinforces the behavior that led to the unexpected good outcome.
Making you more likely to do it again.
Precisely. It's this powerful internal feedback loop. Your brain is constantly learning and adjusting its expectations based on these errors. Wow. Okay, so how does celebrating link up with this RPE thing?
Well, this is where it gets really powerful. By consciously celebrating, even small wins, you're essentially hacking this system.
Hacking it.
You're creating those positive RPE moments, or at least amplifying the feeling of reward. You're telling your brain, hey, this was good, this was successful.
So you're training it.
You are literally training your brain through positive reinforcement. It's not just feeling happy, you're signaling, yes, do that again. And maybe even more importantly, you're helping your brain update its expectation that success is possible, even likely.
So you start expecting to succeed more often.
Exactly. And that proactive anticipation, that belief you can do it again, is a much stronger, more lasting motivator than just remembering a past pleasure.
That makes so much sense. It's like building an engine for growth, not just getting a quick boost.
Precisely. A self-perpetuating engine.
So beyond motivation, what about the wider benefits for, mental health, general well-being?
Oh, definitely. Celebrating builds gratitude and positivity, and those directly fight stress.
Okay.
This active engagement with positive feelings can really lift your mood. Think about acts of kindness, for example.
Towards others or yourself?
Both. They're a form of self-improvement. And doing them actually stimulates serotonin production, the happy chemical.
Ah, serotonin, right.
Which boosts feelings like pleasure, contentment, love. And at the same time, it dials down stress, depression, anxiety. It's a win-win chemical situation.
And I heard you mention earlier, even just like tidying up your space can make a difference. That seems almost too simple.
It sounds simple, but it's surprisingly powerful. Organizing your life, your desk, your files, your home, it's not just about less mess. It gives you this visible accomplishment, a real sense of control. And that translates to more energy, better mood, less stress. There's research linking clutter to higher cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and even depression and fatigue.
Wow. So a clear space can actually lead to a clearer, calmer mind.
It really contributes. It's all interconnected.
It really is amazing. Brain chemistry, environment, mood. So celebrating, organizing, these aren't just nice extras. They're actually tools for building resilience, too, for handling the tough stuff.
Absolutely. Recognizing past successes is fundamental for resilience. When you consciously look back, acknowledge what you've overcome, what skills you gain.
You build up evidence.
Exactly. You create this internal proof folder. So when the next challenge hits, and you can access that proof, you can remind yourself, hey, I've handled hard things before. I grew. I can do this.
It changes how you see your own abilities when facing something new.
Completely. It gives you that confidence, that grit to tackle it head on.
Okay, this is all incredibly insightful, so let's bring it home. What does this mean for you, listening right now? How do we actually start doing this? How do we inject that joy into the everyday and really celebrate how far we've come? Where's the starting point?
The best place to start, I think, is with small wins and instant gratification.
Instant gratification gets a bad rap sometimes, but you're saying it's useful here.
In this context, yes. It means breaking down those big, maybe overwhelming goals into tiny, easily doable tasks.
Baby steps.
Mini victories. Call them mini victories. This is great because it tackles procrastination head on and keeps your motivation bubbling along.
Okay, baby steps, mini victories. I like it. And you said celebrate everything, like really anything, even if it feels silly.
Yes. A win is a win. That's the key phrase here. It is so important to acknowledge any achievement, no matter how small it seems.
Like finally answering that annoying email or just making your bed.
Exactly. We dismiss these things because we're focused on the huge goal. But deliberately pausing to recognize you did the small thing. You tidied that corner. You stuck to your water goal for the morning. You're reinforcing the positive action.
Giving your brain those little dopamine hits?
Exactly. Consistent micro-reinforcement. It keeps you going, trains your brain, helps you build momentum, one celebrated step at a time.
So what does celebration look like for these mini wins? I mean, we're not throwing a party for doing the laundry, right? Or maybe we should?
Maybe a mini party inside your head. But seriously, tangible rewards, even small ones, make a difference.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay. Finish that shredded laundry pile. Treat yourself. Maybe 15 minutes guilt-free with a book or that podcast you like.
Nice.
Had some real quality time with family, truly present. Maybe enjoy a special drink later, savoring it. Hit a tough deadline at work. Okay, take the night off, really off. Don't just veg out. Maybe do something you love.
What about paying bills on time?
Perfect example. Maybe finally click buy on that small thing you've had sitting in your Amazon cart for ages. The point is finding rewards that feel genuinely good to you and reinforce the action without, derailing your bigger goals.
Right. Don't reward paying bills by blowing your budget.
Exactly. Maybe don't reward losing a pound by eating a whole cake, but, a nicely dressed carrot could be okay. Find the balance.
Find that sweet spot. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So small wins, tangible rewards. What else is in the toolkit? You mentioned reflection and tracking.
Yes, mindful reflection is huge, and a journal is your best friend here.
A success journal. Or like a gratitude journal.
Could be either, or a combo. Some call it a brag book, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
The idea is to regularly, maybe weekly, maybe monthly, jot down your wins, big and small.
And just doing that helps.
It helps you maintain perspective, especially when things get tough, and it really cultivates gratitude. But try to be specific.
Specific how?
Instead of just grateful for family, right? Revi, right? Grateful for my sister's laugh on the phone today, or appreciate how my partner listened without interrupting when I was stressed. Specificity makes it more real, more impactful.
And I imagine looking back over that journal must be powerful.
Oh, absolutely. Make it a point to review past entries sometimes. End of the month, end of the year. You will literally see your progress. You'll see the patterns.
Because change happens slowly, right? It's hard to see day to day.
Exactly. It creeps up on you. Reflection shows you how far you've come. Where was I this time last year, 5 years ago? It's often shocking in a good way. It reminds you you're not stuck. You are evolving.
And we should look beyond just work stuff too, right?
Definitely. Progress isn't just your job title or your bank account. How have your relationships grown? Have you learned more about yourself? Maybe your spiritual side has developed. Make a list. List accomplishments from the last year, 5 years, personal, professional, everything. Don't filter, just write. You'll probably surprise yourself.
And mindfulness fits in here too. How does that connect?
Mindfulness is kind of the foundation for all this reflection. It's about paying attention right now without judging.
Thoughts, feelings, what's happening.
Yes. Accepting yourself, living in the present. You can weave it into your day by just noticing small moments of joy or appreciation.
Like the taste of coffee or a song you like.
Exactly. The warmth of the sun, the satisfaction of finishing a sentence. Just noticing these infuses your day with gratitude. Jon Kabat-Zinn talked about key attitudes for mindfulness, like non-judging, patience, beginner's mind. Beginner's mind is great here, approaching your progress without rigid ideas of what it should look like. It lets you see and celebrate unexpected growth, trust, acceptance, letting go. These help you reflect without beating yourself up.
Those sound like life skills, honestly, and not just for celebrating progress.
They really are. They make the reflection practice much richer.
Okay, so we have small wins, journaling, mindfulness. But what about when we get stuck? Or when we need, like, an extra push? We can't always just rely on ourselves, can we?
No, and that brings us to the last part of the toolkit, challenge and support.
Meaning?
Meaning, once you get good at the small wins, maybe set some longer-term ongoing goals, things that need more commitment.
Like learning a language or a new exercise routine.
Perfect examples. Or maybe a big decluttering project or a health challenge. These require sustained effort and build resilience in a different way.
And we don't have to do these big things alone, right? Community.
It's so important. Never underestimate the power of supportive people around you. Friends, family, online groups, whatever works.
How does sharing help?
Sharing your progress, the good and the bad, creates accountability. You get feedback, encouragement. Just being around others focused on growth is motivating. It gives you perspective, a sense of belonging.
And if someone's really struggling, like can't get started, keeps falling off track,
then professional guidance is a fantastic option. Therapy, coaching. It's not a sign of weakness, it's an investment.
How can a therapist help with this specifically?
They offer a safe space to reflect, figure out what's blocking you. They can provide tailored strategies, hold you accountable in a supportive way, and help you get back on track when you feel lost. It's incredibly valuable.
Okay, so wrapping this all up then, celebrating your progress, no matter how small it looks, isn't just like a nice thing to do if you have time.
Not at all. It's fundamental. It's a cornerstone for keeping your motivation going, for your mental health, for continuing to grow as a person.
It flips the script, doesn't it, from always seeing what's missing
to actually appreciating the abundance of what you've already done, what you already are. And that shift builds real joy and deep, real resilience.
There's that old saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking about that, what's your next small step going to be? The one you're actually going to celebrate. Knowing now how much impact even that tiny win has on the whole journey.
Yeah, how can you actively look for those little wins today, instead of waiting for some huge, distant milestone that, let's be honest, might keep shifting anyway?
Every step really does count.
It truly does. So embrace that. Find the joy in your daily progress. And remember, you've probably come further and are capable of more than you usually give yourself credit for.
Until next time, keep celebrating those wins, big and small. You've definitely earned it.
And your brain will thank you.